एक मिनट. Hello and welcome to this edition of Engineering Watch Campus Walks. Today we are at Arya Group of Colleges, located in the Kukas industrial area at Jaipur. The group owes its genesis to Goddess Saraswati and the glory of the rising sun. Dedicated to the power of karma of a man, the group is involved in educational excellence by churning the wheel of innovation. Today we have with us Mr. Rajesh Jaiswal, the executive assistant to the president of this group, who would take us through to this campus walk. He will introduce us to the magnificent work this campus has been doing in the field of engineering education for the last 10 years. Founded by the late engineer Shri Tej Kumar Agrawal, Arya Group of Colleges has probably set out some of the finest and the first steps in higher technical education in the state of Rajasthan. Mr. Jaiswal, just tell us about this campus, its locational advantages, and an overview of this magnificent campus which we will be viewing just right away.
The first thing is that it's situated in a just nearby the city area. You will not find any college of the nearby the city area in the Jaipur, and it's spread over in 30 acres of land and green, lush green playgrounds. We have lush green infrastructure. We have best and biggest infrastructure in Rajasthan. We have North India's best infrastructure. We have. This is a biggest online examination center certified by TCS ION, given the certification for that, and we have the best laboratories. Electrical department, electronics department in Rajasthan. We have only labs you will find beyond the syllabus labs you will find in this campus, and 18 to 20 buses we have, AC air cooled buses we have in the campus. So for the big facilities and big providing by us, good things provided by us to the students, and near about 4,500 students are studying here in this campus.
So the Arya Group of Colleges stand tall. All the fabulous infrastructure, the great intellectual capital which is being generated out here, the immaculate interface with the various corporate organizations across the country. We would be dissecting this campus in a short while. Our viewers would be very interested to know that this campus is being steered through by a MBBS doctor, by a medical doctor who is running through the engineering and management programs in the Arya Group of Colleges. Witnessing a very interesting phenomena out here, that the students are clad with some very colorful ID cards, colors which are so representative of the desert land of Rajasthan. Rajesh, how these colors, we are seeing that the red strips and the green, yellow and white strips, blue strips, what all they represent? Like the ID cards are quite colorful out here at Arya.
These all our colors are representing their branch, their year of the engineering. Like you are watching the blue one, this is the representing of the first year students, and the below one, this represent the branch one, which branch is also having mechanical. Like red one you are seeing is second year color, and yellow we are using for the third year, and green one we are using for the fourth year students. So these colors are representing all the branch and year of the students, and which branch students are studying here, so that we can identify from the far away from this students belongs to fourth year, third year, second year or first year.
Let us ask some of these students that how do they feel by wearing these color codes. Like we have heard the color codes of the resistors, and how these color codes, how they feel about it. What's your name?
Ashish Agrawal.
Ashish, which year you are in?
Sir, I am fourth year. Sir.
Fourth year.
Yes, sir.
What do you say about these color coded ID cards which you are having at Arya?
Sir, we can be identified by these ID cards that college has assigned to us. And sir, these ID cards also designates our branch.
Okay. Okay. What is your feeling about these ID cards?
I think this is a trademark of Arya,
Uh-huh.
and this is a red color. It is a vigorous color, I suppose. And second and third year stands for the main years of engineering. So this stands for our vigorousness in studies for engineering. I'm in second year, and this red stands for second, and yellow stands for third year. So both these years are very vigorous colors, and red and yellow are the main colors which signifies fire.
Okay. Okay.
So
So don't the students feel a bit oppressed? Is it imposed upon you, or it's just you all feel fun wearing all these ID cards?
no, it's not a fun. I think it's our trademark.
Okay.
Even it is identity card is our identity. So we must wear it. We must feel proud wearing it.
Okay.
It's not a fun.
So the students are really proud of wearing these color-coded ID cards, which give them a true identity in terms of their year and in terms of their branch, which they stand for. So this is quite innovative. The wheel of innovation, which we are churning out here, is really moving through. We're standing in front of the admissions cell at Arya Group of Colleges. Admissions do constitute the core of any engineering college. Rajesh ji, what is the admission procedure at Arya Group of Colleges? How can the students come in over here?
We are taking admission on the basis of RPET, Rajasthan Pre-Engineering Test, and for the JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, and direct admission we are taking on the management seats, and from the different states we are getting the students for the engineering purpose. For admission process is simply based on the government guidelines we are following for the RTU purpose, and this is the admission process.
How do you send your word across to the students beyond the confines of Rajasthan?
We are getting the students from Bihar, Delhi, Uttarakhand, and Rajasthan itself. We are getting the students, and Assam now we are getting the students from eastern zone also, like Assam and Darjeeling also. We are getting the students. So there's a lot of states we are getting the students from there.
So Arya has probably become one of our cosmopolitan campuses out here. Maybe you would be interacting with a couple of students out there as to how has been their experience at Arya. We move on to the students out here. I'm with some of the students at Arya out here, and let's know about their experiences at Arya campus. May I know your name, please?
Yes, my name is Sneha Rai, and I'm a final year student in this college. I'm from IT, and I have a lot of experience, good, bad, but finally it's all up to mark. But because I am placed in two companies, I have got many opportunities to sit in the placement drives. That's the best thing about Arya, that they provide many opportunities to us. So that's the best thing about Arya that I like, and the friends, the environment, it's all up to mark. The sessions, the workshops, everything, it's for our benefit. So it's too good.
I think out of this mixed bundle, would you like to tell what about some of your bad experiences, probably, which you feel to share?
Yeah, I think a little bit of bad experiences are really needed for having also a good experience then, and they are, I had opportunities for placement drives, and I appeared in a lot of them, but I didn't get right now I'm placed. I tried, and I got to chance to sit in a final round होता है उसमें, and then I didn't got selected, so that's a bad experience.
Okay, so that's pretty personal. What has been your experiences out here at Arya? Your name and
My name is राजेंद्र सिंह बाटी. बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है यहाँ का, और अच्छी सी कंपनीज आती है रिक्रूटमेंट के लिए, और बहुत अच्छा प्लेसमेंट होता है, और सिलेक्शन भी बहुत अच्छा होता है.
आप किस कंपनी में प्लेस हुए?
मैं अभी थर्ड ईयर का स्टूडेंट हूँ. नेक्स्ट ईयर में कंपनी के लिए बैठूँगा अभी. तो बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है.
थर्ड ईयर में होने के बाद आपको प्लेसमेंट सिनेरियो बहुत अच्छा दिख रहा है यहाँ पे?
जी बिल्कुल.
ओके.
थर्ड ईयर में अभी हूँ और बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, और अगले साल कंपनीज आएगी, उसके लिए मैं बैठूँगा प्लेसमेंट के लिए.
Your opinion?
My name is Ishwar, MBA first year. I have a lot of experience, very good experience here. I am first year student, and we are getting the fully cooperation from the faculty members, HODs and principals, and everything is nice.
Okay. Okay. So, about you, your name please?
My name is Pooja Jain and I'm in final year. My experience is awesome here because I enjoyed every bit of my college. I got punished every time, and I'm eligible for many drives, and I topped my class, and I'm most notorious student of my class. I'm talkative. I did many things here, and this college is really very awesome. It provides many opportunities to the students. It provides an environment to get groomed up, and it provides a freshness. So I like.
So the very fact that even after being a notorious girl, you are so confident about sharing the same. So you got placed?
Actually got many opportunities, and I did some mistakes, missed many big opportunities.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So equanimity is probably the hallmark of the students at Arya. They are getting so many opportunities, they are taking it with a lot of sincerity and with a pinch of salt, that they miss the opportunities. That might be their personal hard luck of that time. But overall, the experience shared by the students is quite an open environment, a transparent one, and where students are allowed to make mischief as well. To my back, there is a hoarding which says that Arya Group of Colleges has been accorded as the first eGov campus in the state of Rajasthan. I have with me Professor Roopneet, who heads the eGov cell at Arya Group of Institutions. She will tell us more about this eGov cell and what all activities are being undertaken under this aegis. Ma'am.
So it's nice to be with you all here. I would like to quote a first thing that it's not only the first campus in the Rajasthan, but it's the third best campus being awarded for the entire pan-India in terms of the kind of e-governing facilities that we are offering in the campus. Like we have identified, it's mentioned on that there are certain projects related to mission mode projects. So we have associated with certain integrated mission mode projects on which we will be working on. So different in the areas of education, be it in terms of that PDS system is there, the employment exchange. So these are certain areas where students would be working up. They are meeting the government authorities. So this is the side of the kind of implementation things going on. We do have certain e-governing facilities in the campus. Like we have, I call it software, that basically takes care of the things the faculties are teaching in the classes. So how the way they are teaching the classrooms, the kind of methods they are following in terms of what is the attendance ratio. So everything is being computerized through that. I call it software. So that's also is a part of the e-governing facilities. We have hosted many camps related to e-governance, that is in terms of PAN card, in terms of the Aadhaar card, that's the UID. So we have hosted that. The voter ID card is also there. So this is how it goes on. We have the proximity cards wherein the faculty's attendance has been tapped up by the cards of proximity cards, their attendance and all. So this is what the Arya is contributing in terms of the kind of infrastructure that we have in terms of e-governance. It's the best online campus. We have been awarded by TCS INS for the best category in terms of online infrastructure. We are known for hosting many online examinations. Recently also we had the GATE examination in the campus. So this is how Arya has been into strengths of IT infrastructure.
But it seems there is a lot of excitement about e-governance amongst the faculty and student members. What has been the general response of the local administration or the state government departments whom you are interfacing with in connection with the eGov campus program?
See, initially if you try and capture them in terms of, what are the, if you get an opportunity to know about the functioning of these government departments, there is a little bit of hassle that we face in terms of we are not getting that much of transparent information. But we have, through regular follow-ups, we have managed to, liaison the contacts with some of the departments. But still the process is going on. There's a long road to go. So this is how the things are going on. It's little learning framework is good for students, and yes, we expect that we are going to do that at the best level.
So the wheel of innovation is really revolving at a stupendous speed at Arya in multifarious directions. We will be unraveling another sector of this wheel of innovation in a short while now. Thank you. I am standing in front of the wall of fame at Arya Group of Institutions. Ma'am, we see a lot of awards and recognitions and adulations which have been given to the Arya Group. Would you please throw a bit of light more on all these
definitely. There are many awards which have been conferred to Arya in the past now many years now. It's like if you talk in terms of placements, like the students were highlighting, Arya is known for placements. So from last 3 years, we have been awarded for the best placements. In terms of the kind of placements that we are offering. We are known for hosting pool drives in the state of Rajasthan. So this is how we have been awarded for best placements. Chairman Sir, Dr. Arvind Agarwal Sir, he has been conferred the prize of Edupreneurs Award. That's on the basis of the kind of contribution he is putting into terms of the engineering education. Then we have been also awarded the prize for the best engineering college, the most prominent college in the state of Rajasthan. Edupreneurs Award is also there. Then if we talk in terms of e-governance, I've already highlighted this is the first campus in entire Rajasthan. This is the third best campus in terms of Rajasthan. You can see the kind of awards and felicitations being conferred to Arya. TCS IN has also certified us for the kind of IT infrastructure. So this is just a glimpse of the kind of awards and accolades conferred to Arya in the past many years.
So there is a relentless drive for excellence at Arya, which probably enables them to bag so prestigious awards in such a short period of time. They have emerged as a fine academic institution in this part of the country. We move on to the next wheel of innovation at Arya, so stay tuned. So we are here at one of the lecture theatres at Arya. Ma'am, what are the unique characteristics? How many such lecture theatres do you have in this institution?
We have around like 64 LTs in the entire campus, this particular campus if we talk about, and from 16 of them are smart board enabled, because the teaching goes on according to the smart board teaching, which benefits somewhere or the other. They are all engineering students, so they get to know the practical things about the the kind of concepts that they are learning. So this is how. And if you talk about the unique, it's in terms of the classrooms are very spacious in terms of the interior decor and all. So these are one of unique in terms of you are sitting into the pink city, so that gives a reflection of that pink city in terms of LT as well.
So aesthetics are quite pink we are witnessing out here. So let's ask some of the students as to what they think about the smart class teaching, which is becoming one of the fads these days. So may you know your name please?
Tanya.
Tanya, okay. So what is the speciality about this fabled smart class out here?
It's more interactive for the students as well as for the teachers, and obviously everyone knows that picture speaks 1,000 times more than words. So I think that's what students are here for grasping more knowledge and practical more than theoretical. So I think smart boards are better for this.
So what specific concept you were able to understand more with a smart board, which you could not have understood with a typical whiteboard or a blackboard?
That's what I said. It's like visualization. Students are more able to visualize things. Teachers are more comfortable in teaching students, and that's what the specific thing I think about smart board classes are.
Okay. One specific example, you are a computer science student, like one algorithm or one thing which you have seen the animation or simulation out here.
I would go for rather searching algorithms that we have in DSA. That is like in graphs and everything. These are taught on the smart boards, and simulations are shown how the results are coming from those search algorithms, and that's what we have been learning from.
Okay, fantastic. Let's take on one more input. What's your name?
Yash Surana.
Yash, okay. Yash, what has been your experience with this smart board teaching?
Sir, as my friend said, we view pictures etc. over there, so they are more informative, and we get quite knowledge about the things which go around, and the flow, the effects and other things are very clear with all these things.
Can you give just one example?
Sir, I can give an example of the SDLC cycle, that's software development life cycle. Sir, in that, from one stage to the other, which the software is developed and the software gets developed, so we get more information about how the cycle is working and what we are developing, and we can get more knowledge about the software etc.
Okay. So this is quite exciting enough. Let's talk to one of the instructor out here who has been teaching using this smart board pedagogy, which is becoming the hallmark of classroom teaching these days. Someone know your name please?
I'm GK Prashant, and it's been a great effort started by Arya, teaching with the smart class.
What subjects you take, sir, out here?
Actually, I'm here to develop skills in students. So my motto is to develop skills in students, because this is where the students are lacking behind. Most of the companies are rejecting the students because of the skills. So my aim is to develop skills in students. So that's why I'm here. And with smart board classes, my job becomes.
So here we have a student who is leveraging the power of these smart boards for a demonstration in this classroom.
Here we are talking about the adaptability of change. What is adaptability? Accepting changes around the world. That's taking the changes are being taken place day to day. Every day we are facing a new change, whether it's in politics, whether it's in day-to-day life. We have taken an example here about Barack Obama, who is a change to the world. He's the first Black American who has been selected as a president. So here's a change, and in the smart boards we even get the speech about what the Barack Obama has to speak about the new generation. Then comes the ability to smile. These famous personalities have faced so many hard situations, but never have backed from the position they were standing, and still they are fighting to grow and grow and grow. So these are the things, the qualities that we learn from these famous personalities. Then it comes the power. You can see the Prime Minister of India, the ex-Prime Minister of India, who has been a lady, and she has been a very confident one, leading India for many years, and as good as possible she could do to India.
So here are these confident kids at Arya who are leveraging the entire power of technology and the conventional pedagogies of teaching and learning in these spacious pink classrooms, which ma'am said represent the innate spirit of the pink city of Jaipur. We move on to the next wheel of innovation out here, so stay tuned. I'm now here in the robotics laboratory at Arya Group of Institutions. You can see all these gizmos and all these toys out here. In this age of transformers, the students at Arya are all busy in creating some robotic fun out here. I have with me Mr. Ashish Sharma, who heads this robotics lab. So what is this lab all about?
Actually, this lab produces different kind of robots. Like we can play the robots. If we are playing the robots, then that particular robot will produce dancing, moving here and there. We have number of gadgets here, like we can follow the walls. We can produce line follower, which follow the paths according to their uses, according our parking or different things. And we have cubic things. We can solve the cubic puzzles from the robots here, and we can solve the Sudoku also from the robots. The number of things like we have performed here, operations according to their uses. In the parking slot, in the wall follower, we can create here simulator also that is represent different simulation on. We can simulate the things like airplane moving here and there. These things happen in this lab.
How old is this lab?
I think it's 3 years old lab.
Okay.
And very sufficient lab, efficient lab. Sorry, very efficient lab, because here is not robotics things happen. A number of things like we create simulation. Like there is also one thing, another thing. We can ride the car according to moving handle, according to our use.
Okay. So is it a part of the RTU curriculum, or it is beyond?
Beyond of syllabus. Okay. It's a purely beyond of syllabus. We here initiate the students to do something else apart from your regular study, because this is not sufficient that you are doing study normally, and you have to have improve your curricular activities side by side your technical skills according to your technical way.
So the students of which branch take advantage of this lab?
Every branch. Okay. Like here come electronics branch also, CS also consider. Every branch take initiative here and take the participation in this lab.
So Samar, yes, what has been the excitement about this lab amongst the student community at large?
Sir, actually this lab is totally beyond the syllabus, as we know. So here we make such a gadgets which are totally apart from the syllabus, and this shows our creativities. Sir, actually you can see that it is a humanoid. Sir, actually is a flexibot. His name is flexibot because it is very flexible. Sir, here 17 servo motors are used. Here we can see that it's a microcontroller in which ARM processor is used. In this, 60 KB of flash memory and 32 KB of RAM is used in this, and 17 servo motors are used. And we can see this. It's a simulation. We have created a simulation software to control this robot. So this software is totally designed in the Visual Basic, and by this you can see this. By moving this scroll, we can control the robot, and by making the different type of positions of this, and after making these positions, when we combine all the positions of this robot, and when we play this software is completely write its software in the microcontroller, and after this robot will work.
So this is probably a unique intervention at Arya, where some beyond the curriculum laboratories or exercises are introduced to the students at large, so that they can experiment and take advantage of the other technological advances which are in vogue. So the wheel of innovation is really unraveling in the right space and in the right spirit. We move forward from this robotics lab to yet another destination at Arya Group of Institutions located in Kukas at Jaipur. I am now with the Group Director of Arya Group of Institutions, Dr. Pooja Agrawal. Ma'am, since morning we have been visiting this fantastic campus and interacting with almost all the stakeholders. And one key thing which we found was immense satisfaction and smile on the faces. What's the secret behind?
First of all, thank you for appreciating our campus, and I welcome you on behalf of the management of the campus. I think we are happy, and we ensure that our team is happy. For that, we try and touch each and every individual who's present in the campus and is a part of the campus to address to their needs and look after them, take care of them, and so that they can give their best to the system and contribute effectively for the development of the students, and we can produce very good quality students.
That's fantastic. Ma'am, what is the driving force behind all this immaculate accomplishments out here?
Driving force, if in terms of person, you would say my husband, Dr. Arvind Agrawal, is the driving force. He has a vision, and it is with his vision that we've been able to create such huge infrastructure and try to understand and locate, what are the key points in terms of infrastructure, in terms of academics, in terms of placement, which we need to hamper upon to bring about a change in the student and groom him as an engineer, future engineer of our country.
Well, we got to know that Dr. Agrawal is a MBBS doctor. He is a doctor of the human body, engineer of the human body. How come he entered in the space of education and driving it so well?
I would say, personally, I feel it's a God's will. He was destined to be a medical doctor, but God was not happy with him. He chose medicine as his profession, but God destined him to be as a source or a medium of creating good quality engineers and providing knowledge and information to students and directing them in the right direction. So he did his MBBS from Calcutta University, and to pursue his dream, he went abroad to US in Boston. He did his MD in psychiatry, which is one of the best branches in US, and he was working out there when he was asked to come back in India when my father-in-law was setting up Arya Group of Colleges in the year 2000. So when he came, when I got married to him, I was quite surprised, and I used to say, how come you are a medical doctor and how would you look after the engineering aspect, because you have no knowledge in it. So he says, my father says that a capable man can do anything in this world. So if a person is capable, you make him sit anywhere and he'll deliver. So
what was your role?
He happened to be into engineering by coincidence, but I think it was God's will that he should be where he is right now. That's it.
Okay. So was it a was it a choice? Probably it was not a choice, but then what was your role? Because every successful man has a very powerful women behind. So what have been the ups and downs in this journey of last 15 years?
I have always supported in all his endeavors, whatever it be, professionally and personally, and I've always tried to be his strength, the force behind him, so that whenever he looks back, he feels, you know, there's somebody right behind me who can take me ahead in the path or the ladder wherever I want to go. So his dreams are big, his ambitions are good, he wants to serve his nation, and this is one way how we are serving the nation, by producing good quality engineers who are contributing in the development of the nation. So this is how I feel, you know, I've always been right behind him and next to him, and supporting him in whatever he's doing, and also helping and guiding him, you know, this is the way things need to move forward.
In 15 years you've created such an elaborate and fine institution with such a fantastic interface across the board. What next? What is the next milestone which you and your husband, like, they are looking for Arya?
Can you just come back? Can you just come back with the question again?
I'm saying 15 years has been a short journey, but you've created a fantastic institution. What next? What is the next milestone where you want to take Arya institution to?
The biggest room of the biggest room is the room of improvement, as they say. So we would want this infrastructure in this college to grow to an extent that it becomes a name to reckon with. All over India, people would, you know, look up to Arya, and we want also to lay down the standards in terms of infrastructure and the quality of education for other engineering colleges as well, so that they know, you know, this is wherever the comparison comes, they know, you know, we are being compared to this quality of education. This is the kind of infrastructure, the basic requirement which is required for creating a infrastructure.
Thank you, ma'am. So this is the sheer commitment, the sheer sense of purpose which the founders of Arya Group of Institutions are carrying along with them, the grand legacy of late Shri Tej Kumar Agrawal, which has built up this institution. Arya Group of Institutions want to be known as a model institution in this part of the country, being a beacon for the other institutions to look up to. The wheel of innovation, the commitments, the genesis which this institution has very immaculately put in its walls all across are all in practice and in action. Stay tuned. Thank you, ma'am. We are now here at the Computing Center at Arya Group of Institutions. We have with us Mr. Kailash Kumar, who takes care of the entire computing paraphernalia out here. Kailash ji, what is the computing paraphernalia existing at Arya?
So it's near about 1200 computers in the single LAN. We have a optical fiber network and near about 25 computing labs. Each lab have a 30 computers capacity. And here we have a 45 Mbps lease line, and that is 1:1 dedicated lease line. So, exam center we provide near about 1200 computers at a time, in one go. And
what kind of other servers and other networking paraphernalia you have got?
So we have online server, which is our in-house. We have an online server for which we on which we are taking the exams of our own students, about 100 students in a one go, and we have a bandwidth management server also, on which we provide the Wi-Fi. Total we have a Wi-Fi campus, so in that we provide the users MAC-bind address and like total securities from that server.
What kind of technical support staff you have who maintains the entire IT at the campus?
We have a IT support team, near about 20 persons in that team, and every person have a lab. They are looking for the labs and the offices and the Wi-Fi control, and everything is controlled by our team members. That is near about 20 persons in that team.
What are the key challenges you face in the IT management across Arya?
So is no such challenges. Management is supportive. If we want anything support from the management, then they provide. If we required anything from them, they will provide, and they just we have to give our requirement and they fulfill that. So there is no such challenges are there. Only you can say that management have good support from the management side, that everything is possible, easy going.
What kind of IT management training you impart to the students at large? Like at Arya, we have seen you have a robotics lab, you have some out of the way cup. So do you also train students in managing the IT infrastructure, or it is done only by the paid staff out here?
So sometimes it's doing by the paid staff also, and we have a Cisco lab in which we providing the networking labs, and on that we showing that how our network is working and the live scenario of our network. We showing the students and how the optical fibers work and how the systems are connected, and what is the meaning of the LAN, and the servers are connected and Cisco routers here and this is CNA lab. And so in that course we give our inputs also, and sometimes we taking the classes also to giving the practical knowledge.
Okay, so this is the entire computing infrastructure at Arya, which is quite fabulous, with a 45 Mbps 1:1 lease line, which is quite immaculate, and 1200 computers in one go. As Arya is also a destination for a lot of online examinations conducted by a lot of agencies out here. They have really got a very impressive computational infrastructure, which is becoming the backbone of technical education in times to come. Thank you. I am now with Professor Piyush Sharma, the head of the department at Computer Science and Engineering at Arya Group of Institutions. Professor Sharma, what is the focus of Computer Science and Engineering department at Arya?
So basically we focus on the student capability. We prepare them to ready an industry so when they complete their degrees, they directly go to the different companies and directly ready to work on the different kind of projects. For such trainings we have a different kind of collaboration with different industries, like we have a Cisco training center, we have Microsoft IT Academy Center, we also tied with Oracle, we have Oracle training center also we have. So during third year and final year we provide different kind of trainings in different kind of technologies like .NET, like networking, CCNA, because in curriculum they just go through only with theoretical knowledge, not in deep knowledge of practical. So for deep knowledge of practical we implement various kind of technologies in such kind of workshop and training program, so they just ready to directly work on different kind of projects when they go outside the college and work in some different kind of companies. So
how do you find time from the rigorous academic schedule, which is the general complaint at all the colleges, like
Sir, basically time is not an issue because everybody have 24 hours. So we just calculate in a systematic manner in every week we just find 2 or 4 hours for each lab. For suppose for every section or every year we provide 2 hours per week in the regular classes time, and if a student want to learn more and practice more in programming, they come after the college hours. Labs are already open till at evening and they can work and practice their programming language. But basically our training program is already going through in the college hours time.
Okay. So how are you able to integrate the regular academic curriculum with these add-on industry grade courses or trainings?
Yeah, definitely. As per RTU curriculum, we have to provide a student a 45 days training after 3 years.
Okay.
After third year. So we decide okay, we provide students go different companies after the third year, but at the time of third year when they are in 5th sem and 6th sem, we just admit in the go through training in the campus, like .NET training, PHP training. First they learn the basics of the different technologies and programming languages. After they are able to learn all the things, they just go different trainings, different companies like TCS, Infosys, and they implement their knowledge, what is the theoretical knowledge, to their different live projects also.
What has been the direct correlation between these training programs and the placements at Arya?
Sir, these programs are directly benefited to students, like they also get technical knowledge for different technical aspects when campus drives are going on. So they can be able to tell what is going on in the industries, what they can implement. Nowadays different kind of applications developing, so they can develop any kind of application, working application. They can work on live projects. So definitely they directly benefit from this kind of trainings.
So there seems to be a very important focus on industry grade training programs right from third year itself. Arya has got almost all the training, add-on training programs on board, and they are finding time, and they are synergizing it with the existing curriculum. It probably shows that where there is a will, there is a way, and that's where Arya is leading the way. We move on to the next wheel of innovation at Arya, so stay tuned. I'm standing in the IT corridor at Arya. You can see that this entire corridor has the major computer science labs out here. The unique intervention which is very striking is that they have used the wall spaces so beautifully that they have put up, for example, the history of the Unix operating system, the entire life history of Peter P.S. Chen, the creator of the entity relationship diagram, and the life history of another such innovators in the computer science and engineering field, Mr. Grady Booch. And likewise, they have utilized the entire corridor in such a majestic fashion that it becomes a feature for inspiration and enchantment for the students. Whenever they pass by, they get a mission, they get something to know that this is what computer science and engineering stands for. So this is probably really the wheel of innovation which we have been trying to unravel since morning at Arya Group of Institutions, Jaipur. Thank you. I'm standing in front of yet another spoke in the wheel of innovation at Arya. Here there is a whole wall dedicated to the Arya.net club. The purpose which the founders out here say that this carries the entire set of activities the whole year which the students of the department carry on from semester to semester basis. So you can see over here what all updates they have been doing, what all participations have been out there. So this is quite an innovative intervention, using the vacant walls of the corridors and making them more colorful and exciting for the students to gain knowledge from. I am now sitting in the Technology Learning Center established under the Wipro's Mission 10X. It probably happens to be Rajasthan's first MTLC center. I have with us Mr. Pranay, the in charge of this Technology Learning Center. So what is this lab all about?
So it's in this lab we can program the student can learn how to program with the embedded system, VHDL system, DSP system, and this kit uses the ARM processor and FPGA, which are the fastest processor, the ARM Cortex-9 processor, which is second generation ARM processor, which is the fastest processor, and we can program them. Student can learn here how can they work in the industry. So the Wipro provides us the kit, and the student can learn then how the industries, how they work in the industry. So they will get knowledge about the new technologies, like different APIs can given to us, to this kit, and we can interface lots of interfaces like GLCD, CLCD, 7-segment display, by which we can program and test our programs, and Wipro can also, we submit our programs in the Wipro, and they are checked by them also. And
so these are beyond the curriculum kind of laboratory programs. So how do you integrate them with the regular curriculum?
So after college hours, we collect the student. We have a schedule for that, and the student come and make their projects. At first, they undergo some trainings with the faculties members. We have 10 faculty members associated with this lab, and after this, the projects are allotted to the students, and they are gone through that.
What is the level of excitement amongst the students and the faculty members regarding this MTLC?
All the faculty members and students are very enthusiastic, and because these kind of lab are never seen in any other colleges. It's the first lab, and here they can learn the new technologies. That's why.
So this is really yet another interesting facet in the academic life at Arya, where the management is quite committed to establish something beyond campuses, going to the industry and seeking their industry grade training programs and laboratories on their campuses. It is by their sheer synergistic efforts that they are able to find time, and faculty is getting attuned to accommodate these beyond the curriculum programs into the regular curriculum. So we'll move on to the next spoke of innovation at Arya. Stay tuned. The magic of electronics. We all witness electronics in our day-to-day life, but this is how an electronic circuit works, being displayed on a large-scale graphic. This is quite interesting and illuminating for the students and also for the common layman across. Keeping such large-scale graphics in the academic corridors is really an innovative intervention which Arya has taken up quite seriously, and it needs really good accolades for such wonderful intervention. Another innovation which we have come across at the academic building at Arya is these windows in front of all the classrooms and laboratories. Even after a class is going on, they have put glass windows across so that administrators and other regulators can just walk through without disturbing the proceedings of the classrooms and peep into as to how the classes, the academic delivery is going on. This is probably a real transparent step, an innovative one in terms of architecture, in terms of design, which Arya has taken up, and we just felt like highlighting it across that this is a unique phenomena of a classroom design which has come across. I'm standing within an electrical substation. We all have seen such electrical substations in our cities and towns, which is step down the high voltage from a transmission line to the distribution levels. At Arya, the Department of Electrical Engineering has created such an electrical substation within their laboratory. We have with us Professor Bharat Bhushan, the head of the Department of Electrical Engineering at Arya. Professor Bhushan, what is this lab all about?
Basically, this lab gives the demonstration of generation, transmission and distribution of the electrical power. The main concept is to synchronize the main problem in the power station. Basically, we are generating the power from different generators and then synchronizing at the level of voltage at a high voltage. Then we are stepping up it by using the transformers. We can see the transformers behind us are stepping that voltage into a sustainable level and then transmit to at the consumer end. Then at consumer, we are consuming the power at low level. Then again it is distributed to the consumers in the low level voltage level. Then we using this again as transformer known as step down transformer. And then again it is distributed to the consumers at a substantial level of 400 volt. The generation, in the large generation, we are talking about the voltage level of about the 400 kV. And we are using only at the level of 400 volt or 230 volt at a single phase consumers. Here we create a model of that strategy. Then we are generating a transmission line, the line using the same wire we are using in the actual power transmission line. Similarly, this is a distribution line. You see whenever you're going in the car, you see it on the towers and the insulator string, and generally we see that like a spring. Or here we are showing that insulator at just near your eyes. Then you see the difference of that level and voltage level. Here we are using the 1.1 kV voltage at that transmission line. On this transmission line we are using 415 volt at level.
What actually inspired the creation of this lab? Because it is very boldly written out there that this is a beyond curriculum kind of a lab. So what was the inspiration behind?
We developed by own, and this is first in Rajasthan we have this lab only. After that, our second college we also have this lab. And these are basically each student is not possible to go at the GSS, and you can see the high voltage or 1000 ampere current is flowing. So they stop you, the restricted area. You can't touch those things.
Okay.
Here you can touch these things.
So this is basically to give a live example of a live electrical project to the students at large to enthuse. From a robotics lab to a embedded systems lab to a high power electrical substation, Arya has it all beyond the curriculum laboratories, which are probably meant to sensitize the students about the real world of engineering, which is not in the textbooks, which is not in computer simulations, which is in the real dirty world, the dirty real world. And that is probably the faculty and the management at Arya are determined to expose the students at large of the whole exciting world of engineering which lays beyond the campus. Thank you. After traversing through the main academic block, we have now reached the block which houses the central library, the auditorium and the mechanical engineering department. Ma'am, what is so special about the central library at Arya?
Like we have a good collection of the books in terms of for all the branches. Apart from this, there's a collection of e-books and the learning material. So that also is a part of, again, that's e-governing part, that is campuses. So if you talk about the best part, it's the centrally located, because from all departments, this is the center place of the campus. It's a beautiful built in the, it's easily approachable. So that is the area and all that covers. It's quite a huge area that we are covering for the central library. So apart from central library, we do have departmental libraries for every department. Like students prefer to come to central library, but apart from that, like if they have certain requirements of their departmental books, so we do have the facilities for that. We do have the auditorium that is around 500 sitting capacity in this particular auditorium. And we do have the mechanical engineering block in this department. So this is a 3-floor building which categorizes the library, the mechanical block and the auditorium.
So here we move on and have a closer look at the central library from inside and the auditorium spaces over there. These are the movable stacks at the Arya Central Library, fondly named as Mercedes racks. This is quite unique out here, and they have quite inbuilt features of keeping some of the prized books across, and with a lot of space customization which we have out here. So with 20,000 books in this central library, Arya Book Library is quite unique out here. So yet another spoke in the innovation wheel at Arya. The wheel of innovation just can't revolve around academics alone. With sheer emphasis on practical training, immaculate academic administration, there is a whole lot of co-curricular activities which are abuzz on the Arya campus. This 400-seater auditorium is the hub of all the cultural activities at Arya. Ma'am, would you like to tell us more about the cultural quotient at Arya, which enervates the spirits of the students out here?
Yeah, definitely. Like we host mega science, that's technical symposium come fest. That's in the name of Shraddhanjali. Like we give the Shraddhanjali to our founder chairman Shri T.K. Agarwal ji. It's basically, this event is organized every year in the month of September, wherein around 5,000 students of entire state of Rajasthan participate into different technical and skill activities. So we host a 3-day fest, wherein for the cultural side we do have the fashion shows, the dance competitions, and that in spite of that we do have a celebrity night wherein we invite the celebrities for putting up their show in front of the students. So that's the one event. Otherwise, like we also conduct, like it's the annual function is there, the farewell party, the freshers party for the students, alumni meet, because we believe in building the relationship with the families also. So that's the way Alumni Meet has been held in the campus. So it's the focus that, as you mentioned, that we need to focus on the cultural aspects as well along with the academics. So this platform of Arya is open for all type of talents. So this is an innovation again. So we invite the talented people to present their things in different multifaceted programs that have been organized in the campus. So apart from this auditorium also have certain placement drives. Like we have been known for hosting pool drives. So we invite all the companies and all, they present their, maybe the presentations and all in this beautifully built up auditorium. And we also hold certain workshops, seminars of leading companies in this auditorium. So this is how all academic and the events have been conducted in Arya. So this is
you have unique academic clubs across departments. So do you have some cultural clubs as well?
Like we do have in terms of the soft skills, we have a soft student development cell is there. For the entrepreneurship, we have entrepreneurship development cell. Otherwise, like I was talking about the Shraddhanjali event, wherein the students are being groomed according to lead, because that is a one program in which everything is being coordinated by the students. So it's a club of students wherein the students can participate with a zeal and they showcase their talents into different areas. So this event gives a enthusiasm level in all of the students. And because they get a national level platform, it's a symposium wherein 5,000 students participate. So they get a platform to showcase their abilities in whatever manner they can.
So this is what the cultural quotient at this campus is all about. Quite interesting, quite exciting, and quite illuminating.
We did, let's continue. Recently we hosted that's a science exhibition wherein the students have presented their models and all. We have hosted many other events of prestigious companies in the campus in the form of like different seminars and all. So Arya keeps on organizing the activities.
So the availability of this fabulous infrastructure gives you an edge over the other campuses.
Yes.
To be able to host such programs.
Yes. So it's the zeal, it's the infrastructure which gives the opportunity of hosting the multiple events.
And as the viewers can see that the walls are painted all pink.
Yes.
In I will say an ode to the pink city.
Yes.
So this is quite nicely done architecture out here.
Yeah. Otherwise, also it's a very airy. You can feel that level of the airy setup of this auditorium. So this is how it goes. We do Jagran. So that cultural side also is highlighted. So like for all festive celebrations, like we have Teachers' Day celebration here in the campus. We have Diwali Pujan in the campus, like wherein the Diwali celebration is being held here for the entire staff. Then we have the different culture, like recently we had Basant Panchami, that also puja is so you will find that you will take a view to the temple, then you will get a feel of all
the entire round engagement so with the entire fraternity at Arya. Okay, that's quite interesting. Thank you. The idea of sports have also not been neglected at Arya Group of Institutions. We see that in the limited space available, they have carved out quite a number of spaces for the various sports out here. Rajesh, what has been the focus on the sporting spirits of Arya?
We have the indoor and outdoor sports facility for the students. Separate gymnasium we have for girls and boys in the hostel facility also. As you can see, badminton court, we have basketball court, volleyball court, and cricket pitch is also there for the students to motivate the students for the sports facilities. And now recently we have our cricket team won the inter-college competition over there in Rajasthan University. In the final, we won the big shield and big trophy for the cricket.
So it probably shows that an all-rounded development of engineers is being taken care of at Arya. Not just academics, not just culture, but even sports have an integral place in their entire lives out here. the glory of the rising sun with which we started this campus walk is getting glorious by the end of the day. The hallmarks at Arya have been fascinating, intriguing and illumining us. They have kept us engaged for the whole session. A very sensitively crafted campus with all its limited resources and its key challenges. The underlying spirit which is driving this entire campus is worth accolading for. The kind of innovations and interventions which have been carried out across the corridors of academics, across the laboratories out here are worth emulating by the other campuses across the country. We wish Arya a very good luck. In the backdrop of the majestic Aravallis, a magnificent academic ecosystem is nurturing in the pink city of Jaipur. We'll be back with yet another campus walks. A campus might be having a stupendous infrastructure. It might be creating some mind-boggling intellectual capital, but who knows what all is being done. It's the responsibility of those who interface the campus with the outside world to unravel the hidden genius which is being created out there. We have with us Ms. Gundeep Chadha, the head training and placement at Arya Group of Institutions, a recognition shy person who just keeps on working silently and sincerely, and who has been committed to create an all-rounded interface for this wonderful institution. Ma'am, welcome for this congratulations for this wonderful work you have been doing. What are the hallmarks of your entire interface drive at Arya Institutions?
But we are very committed to take our students to the next level, the industry, to match their industry expectations at par. So what we are doing is that we are, bringing the industries close to the students. So this is one thing that we are very focused to, because ultimately when the students are there in the final year, they have to be, they have to deliver at what the industries think. So what all academics can deliver, there is always a 40% gap in what the academics can deliver. So to bridge that 60 percentile and 40 percentile gap, we are bringing the industries close to the industries by academic industry collaboration. So we're very keen and we take proactive approach in bringing down the industries to this thing. So not just training with the industry perspective, but we have our own cells in training, like student development cell that we cater to, and which caters to their soft skill training from the semester 1 itself, so that they are apt to what is required in the industry. Then telling them what are the industry, the technologies that they have to bring to, then the summer internships. We are very focused towards the summer internships, setting them the right targets, giving them the insight, taking them to industrial visits and tours, so that they get into the value system of the industries. So this is what is being done. Then we invite corporate people for delivering guest lectures and the industrial protocol, so that bridges the entire gap. So this is what is being done. We prefer pre-placement talks happening in the third year itself, so that students are very much focused that yes, these are their dream organizations and they have to bridge up the next level to this cadre. So this is how we are doing it.
This is a general complaint from the training and placement officers across institutions that it's very tough to make the industry responsive to the campuses. Like, what has been your experience at Arya?
I think this is what I said, because campuses have to respond. Like when we are approaching them and we are telling them that these are the things that we are doing. So the initiatives, the niche initiatives are definitely appreciated at the industries end as well. So beyond curriculum teaching, which is happening at Arya, is something which is the USP and which is being appreciated. So I'm very much of the mindset that in case we are doing something which is relevant to the industry, they will definitely appreciate and they will definitely acknowledge as well. So this is what is happening to Arya. So
the other problem which is faced by the training and placement officers is like the academic fraternity per se. The faculty members are not that sensitized to the needs of the outside world, to the industry. How do you cope up with that challenge of sensitizing and driving them towards that?
That is something which is, again, I would say a USP of Arya, because when we are interfacing with the industry, when we are collaborating with them, we are also doing it for the faculty members also. So we have been doing maximum number of faculty development programs driven by the industry itself. So like Wipro, Infosys, Microsoft, they keep doing faculty development programs in-house, as well as we send faculty members outside as well to participate. So once they hear it from the horse's mouth, it is very much understood to them, and this is how they deliver the best. So the faculties are best trained first through the industry, then they deliver it to the students. So this is how it is, because ultimately students, the faculties are the mentors, the facilitators to the students. The industries every time, or the placement officer cannot go to the classes every time and deliver. So it has to be done through a middleman. The faculties of course are there. So while we are interfacing, we bring the faculties at par with the industry level also. So
and what kind of placement mix have you devised at Arya so that a maximum chunk of your students get gainful employment in one or the other sector?
See, we normally target companies in every sector, be it being the core development product cycle or the service, as well as the some different business analysis profiles also. And while we talk to the students in the third year itself, we take their preferences, and this is how we then train them towards the corporate training. This is how there is their dream approach to go towards a definite cycle, and then the companies are then filtered, and this becomes easier. I tell you how, like in case if the students is looking forward to go to a core sector only, is not looking forward for a service or a product circle, then the core sector training, be like if I talk about electrical students, so electrical student would have to be trained on PLC SCADA or something. This would definitely foster his selection towards a core sector company. Similarly is for a civil student, he can go undergo a AutoCAD, and this is what is being preferred by major core companies in the similar sector. In terms of CSIT, the bulk recruitments happen, so we train on data structures, CSI, the C++, Java and .NET training. So these are the major factors which the students take up, and they deliver the best in the industries.
How soon you sensitize the students towards placements?
We sensitize it from the semester 1 itself.
Okay.
We bring them to our resume writing or sessions do not happen in the 7th or 8th semester. It happens in the year first itself. So students have to give presentations direct from the year 1, so that they are very much prepared for their interviews. So mock interview sessions start from semester 2 itself. This is how, we are one of the most proactive college, taking up all these initiatives very at the early stage.
So all these innovative interventions are driven centrally by the training and placement department, or now a culture of organic innovation has peeped into the Arya DNA?
Yes, I would say now organic intervention has also peeped in. We are directly, reaching out. It's just not, SDC is just one organic intervention, because wherever training and placement, training being the first part of placement, so we are actually very much focused that yes, we have to, disseminate the thoughts of placements towards the training part. So SDC is one that organic intervention that we can call as. So that's a 15-member team which reaches out to candidates and disseminates the thought of placements.
So this was Ms. Gundeep Chadha, the head training and placement officer at Arya Group of Institutions. You can see the kind of commitment and passion with which she is driving the entire interface drive at this institution, which probably has emerged at one of the rising stars in the short span of 15 years since inception. The wheel of innovation is certainly getting catalyzed from the interface cell, the training and placement cell as we popularly call it, and we hope that this wheel will keep on churning and bring out larger laurels to this institution. They say that governance drives it all. The sheer commitment and an eye for detail and the people's touch makes all the difference. Towards the fag end of this campus walks, we have with us Dr. Arvind Agrawal, the Honorable Chairman of Arya Group of Institutions, a doctor by education and now an edupreneur by passion. So, Dr. Agrawal, how come a doctor engineering and engineering institution?
Sir, my father used to say, you can ask an educated person to do any work. The basic thing is the education. A person who is educated can manage everything. And by virtue of my medical studies, I understand the engineering aspect also, and by virtue of my exposure in United States of America for 3 years, I could understand engineering better.
So the whole day we have been unraveling a lot of innovative interventions across every department. Every walk of this campus was filled with that wheel of innovation, which is the genesis at Arya, which you have so boldly put in your brochure as well. So what drives you towards that?
Sir, I believe my commitment towards my student is to provide extra. Whatever we do for a purpose that the student should learn at least 100% extra during the 4 years of education in our Institute of Engineering and Technology. So we have to provide them R&D facilities. We have to say to our student that innovative mind is the creative mind. If you start listening your inner voice, then you will become an innovator. Once you will become an innovator, you can create something, and that will make you apart from the crowd. So innovation and creation should be inculcated during the engineering education also. That is our philosophy.
So across our interactions, we have seen that people are quite, there is a very deeper sense of smile and contentment in each person out here. Being a trained psychiatrist, what spells you have casted on the people who are running the show for you?
Sir, my philosophy in the morning, my faculty members and the staff should look forward to come to the college. If they look forward to come to the college, they are a happy employees. Otherwise, if they think that work is a problem and in the morning they find it that it is difficult to come to the college, then there is a problem in the system. We make a whole complete ecosystem, and we impresses to our faculty member that it is your karma and you should come happily to the campus and deliver whatever it is required and the teaching, whatever it is required to the student happily. Whatever, but a sense of happiness and a sense of commitment towards the student has to be there, so that you don't think work as a burden. You look forward to teach the students. That is our philosophy, that smiling campus.
So the regulatory system of this country, especially in the higher technical education, is quite stifling at times. There have been changing paradigms in regulation. What are the core challenges which you have been facing in terms of regulation, in terms of innovation?
I personally believe that regulatory should be fast enough to adopt the newer challenges. There is a globalization, there is IT industry, everywhere there is innovations, and if we do not adopt and put the newer technology into our teaching methodologies, we will be wasting our 4 years of in teaching a subject which is not relevant after passing. Because as we move, the technology is going to move. The basic issues are institutions have to teach from zero, and all the industries has to start from 100%. They are adopting cutting edge technologies because it is the survival of the there, and they adopt the best of technology, and institutions start from zero. With our best of efforts, there will be always a gap between institution and industrial. There will always be a gap. Either this gap you can fill by two ways. Either you give me a 5th year, which nobody is going to invest, neither parents wants, neither student wants to have the 5th year in engineering education, or you have to, over the time, very fast, adaptability should be good, and the 4 years should be relevant technologies. We are reading the relevant technologies, and there should be a internship within the 4th year, like in medicine, where they have the knowledge of first-hand knowledge of how to get a treatment, to give a treatment to the patient. So engineers should have a first-hand knowledge how to do the job on the once in a employment. So either there should be internship component, or there should be a 5th year, or adaptability should be given, and a kind of freedom should be given to the institution to adapt to the new technologies and to teach new technologies.
So you are affiliated to the Rajasthan Technical University. How has been your experience with the university, and what are your wish list with the Honorable Vice Chancellor who has joined recently over here?
RTU over the 2-3 years, they have adopted nicely, and now most of the bulk work of the university has been done in the time, and it has outsourced so many things, but the things are in control. What I want from the VC is that they should send external teachers for the experiment conductions. We are adopting a policies. Where external teachers are not coming in the during the practical sessions of RTU, and they should be external teacher. There should be a pressure point. The student should learn that external has come, and we have to perform in front of the external. Second, I think, is because the fees are semester wise, and there are 182 days in the semester, RT should plan in a way that students should get the best out of this 182 day, and at least 120 days should be committed for the studies, and rest 60 days should be for the results, for the preparation leave, and for the semester. What we are doing is, actually what is happening is, the working days are coming less than 85 days. A student is paying 100% favor, and he is getting 50%. So we have to rationalize his teaching. We say a student is not good. I say we are not able to teach a good student. We should get enough time for teaching. At least 120 days is the minimum demand that should be working days, so that we can complete one semester properly and nicely. And we can even do once extra classes and revision classes also. But unfortunately we are not getting this time, and unfortunately for the part of the student, they are paying it, but because of the mismanagement of the time, they are not getting this time.
So this is a sheer commitment of a service provider who is saying that you have to be taught to that many days to be able to come up to those levels. So what are the 3 messages you would like to give to your peers, the other edupreneurs across the country, to have this contagion of excellence which you have so painstakingly developed at Arya?
I must say that globalization is the norm of the day. We have to prepare our students for the global world. We are the youngest democracy. Our engineers are going to go to Europe, because go to USA, because their demographic profile is decreasing, and we are the workforce. So we have to prepare our engineers and the students for globalization. We have to tell them you are one of the best, but you have to create and innovate. Until and unless there will be products from our country, we cannot create and innovate only for USA. We have to create and innovate for India also. Innovation and creation should be a part of the. And third, I would like to say that provide them the best of the facilities, because all engineering colleges are in a sense have grown to a point where they should keep student benefit and student welfare paramount, and they should devote their resources, time, more towards the students.
So this was the sensitivity of a doctor edupreneur who is with due commitment towards his clientele. He is treating his students, their interest as a paramount interest, and with that sheer commitment he is driving the entire institution to the pedigree of excellence, which is really unparalleled in this part of the country. So thanks a lot, Dr. Agarwal, for this wonderful campus walk which we had and this wonderful interaction. Thanks a lot. We would be back again.